Hello, welcome. This is Kenshin1913, and we're Let's Playing Shadow of Destiny. Ever have that feeling that you just keep seeing the same thing over and over, checking out the same, having the same day over and over and over? Well, in fact, you might be suffering from a case of deja vu. In this episode, this is Kenshin1913. I think I already said that, but whatever. We are Let's Playing Shadow of Destiny. In the last episode, we saw ending B1. Ending B1 was basically Eckert taking out Yugo and Margaret going home. Yugo and Margaret then went home after he promised he would destroy the time machine and stop trying to kill Ike. And again, if you are watching this episode, if you are just starting watching this episode, I would highly advise to start on episode 1, because there are going to be spoilers. And yes, as we know the drill, pick up the digipad and leave. I'm guessing this is some sort of purgatory, maybe, kind of thing. And yeah, so we are on our way. And yes, this ending I am going to be getting is B2, which will also reveal more about what has been going on in the world of Shadow of Destiny. So yeah, first thing, we are first in the prologue, we get stabbed. Then we come over to the fortune teller, and yeah, this playthrough, I guess what you would call it, is definitely going to focus a little more on the fortune teller. We're going to find out who she is, what's happening. So, let's not play any games. Let's warp right to the past. About half hour ago, to tell people to join together in the square so that Ike won't get stabbed. Now, in this, again, playthrough, I'm going to force myself not to stray too much, and collect energy units, because I think, as I've been tallying it up, how many energy units I will need. And again, yes, always get the old map from the city hall. But yeah, I'm going to try not to stray too much to get energy units, because I think as we continue through the game. By the way, there's a cow in the back there. If anyone notices.
If you want to look at the map, just
cow and Cubert things. Just an odd place. Just a weird area. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna not stray too far and pick up energy units so we don't waste too much time. Because I think this is gonna be like a record, man. I recorded this whole ending, and it took about 6 parts, which is very nice.
You want me to come to the square?
Yes, come to the square.
What's going to happen in the square?
And
Performer,
yes,
maybe?
performer. There will be a performer at the
All right.
square.
I don't have
Yes, you don't have anything to do because
anyway.
you're an old hag. God, talking my ear off, woman. There's the girl. Now, I was thinking about this place.
Have you seen my mother? Okay.
And this place,
Guess I'll go to the square.
I don't know. It's a town, obviously, in Germany. It's supposed to be based off a real life town. And I was just thinking about the architecture as I was playing the game, and how the whole town is surrounded by walls, which is pretty cool. I like that, you know. Probably in the olden days it was protected by whatever, and you know, being protected. But as you can see, like, these main streets here, they're the only ones I can imagine a car going down. Like, this would, yeah, as soon as we talk to the third lady, we're going back to the present. Anyways, yeah, it seems like it'd be the only place, like the outside roads would be the only place, the extreme outside would be the only place that you could actually drive a car around. Everything else, you'd have to be, you know, it seems like it'd be bikeways or just walkways, very thin and narrow streets and corners and stuff. And that's why I was always very surprised at the third ending, or ending C, where they drove a car onto the square. And now that people have gathered, Ike won't be stabbed. Yay! Ike won't be stabbed. Yay! Alright, so next, let's go to chapter 1. Alright, now for this chapter, I'm going to do it a little differently. A tiny bit differently. Instead, well, Ike's going to go back to the fortune teller. The fortune teller is going to be like, you're still going to die. The fated hours, yada yada yada. Watch out. So, in this chapter, instead of going to see the juggler, I'm going to skip him completely. That's right, we're not going to get the Scribner's egg. We're just going straight to the goal. There's Hugo crying. And yeah, alright, this time we'll be the hero. And die. Oh no! Oh my god! I can't believe I went in here. And there you go. Ike dies from fire inhalation or something. He gets burned to the ground. So now, let's pick up an energy unit and warp out of here. Back to, let's say, I don't know, 20 minutes or so before the fire started. But yeah, I like the architecture of this city. It's pretty cool. I actually ended up, because I was pretty curious, I actually ended up looking at pictures of what the town is based off of, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place. Very old school, a lot of brick, which is weird to see this building go up in flames because it looks like it's a lot of stone right here. But I guess if Hugo sets the fire back there, there we go. We stopped the fire. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning because Hugo started it. We just stopped the fire. Oh yeah. So yeah, the architecture is pretty cool. I like it. If I ever visited Germany, I would probably put that town on like the thing. And yes, now the fire is gone and we are done with that chapter. But yeah, I'd put it on a list of places I'd like to see. Now we're on to chapter 2. I don't know if I have any German viewers, but it'd be awesome if any of them have visited that place, that town that this is based off of. Now Dana comes. We get stabbed behind the tree by Eckerd. And yeah, this is, we're just cruising through here, and I know, every so many videos we're kind of seeing the same thing, but this time, like I said, it's different because we're not going to, in this one, we're going to be the juggler. You know how we always talk about, oh, the juggler gave us that egg, and the juggler, we found out that the juggler is actually us, but this time we're actually going to find out, how did Ike become the juggler? So let's get a lighter and warp into the past. When a problem comes along, you must time travel. When a problem comes along, you must time travel. Oh yeah. And we take Dana into the past with us. Now she gets lost and that's it. And yeah, that girl gets arrested, and then Margaret's harassed, and we gotta save Margaret by showing off the No, I'm just joking. Yeah, you can only use the cell phone or the lighter. So, I like the lighter best, actually. So there we go, we've saved Margaret. Now she's gonna go back to her house. But I am going to do something else. We're going to streamline this process. I'm going to pick up the ladder right away. Let's see. Okay, we got to go south. Hey, there's a guy. What's up, guy?
Is there anything interesting happening around here? A plant?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen anyone. How about the square? There may be someone there who can help.
Yeah, basically you could run around here and look for other people to talk to, but they'll all tell you to go to the square. And even that one girl who was trapped inside that cage, And they're probably going to throw rotten tomatoes at her. She was probably... I think she said that she didn't see a blonde woman either. But would they actually see a blonde woman right away? I mean, if both me and Dana warped at the same time, she must have got thrown somewhere else. And here's the alchemist's house. So she wouldn't be around right away, but she would be there. I mean, how far away could she have gotten thrown in the time in town? I mean, it's a pretty small town. So yeah, we go in the house, we meet Hugo, Helena, and Margaret. Helena's not feeling so good. Hugo's a boy who we eventually find out is the killer, and then... Yeah, the killer, and then, you know, just find out Helena's sick, and all that jazz. So, yeah. This guy wants us to get, he can't be disturbed only by the squire. So, well, you know what we need to do? Go south from here, and we will head to, we're gonna head over to this kid who has all the answers.
The squire's
That's
manor
right.
is beyond that gate.
I need the squire's crest.
Come to think of it, the seal on the manor house is about to fall off.
Yes, okay.
Everyone is saying how it ought to
Well,
be repaired.
I'm pretty much gonna take it, and then it's never gonna be repaired, because that's how I roll. I'm Ike. Yeah, you
You
gotta
want to
do
take a
that and
look
then come
inside?
over here.
Well, I've got the key.
But what have you got to
Of course,
trade?
I can't let you in for nothing. What have you got to trade?
Listen, I've got a trade right here. My fist, your face. Bam!
Well, all right.
My
Come
foot,
on
your
inside.
crotch. And then my fist, your face again. Why not, right? So yeah, there's the squire's crest. And then basically what you need to do is just walk on the stairs. Whoops. And use the ladder. That's it, really. You grab the medallion, you leave the ladder there, because it's back in the old days. They didn't have fingerprinting technology, so they'll never know who did it. So let's go and show the squire's crest to this man over here. Now I think I'm gonna... Damn it, I did the digipad again. I think I'm going to make him make it a statue again. Because I am egotistical. And I'd like to see Ike. A green statue of Ike. Now that we've done our duty... Damn it, I don't want to show the squire's crest. It's been a while since I've played this game. And I was actually playing another game with similar controls. Except Square did a whole bunch of other crap. Alright, now we're done with this chapter, basically. And you know what? I'm going to keep going on. I'm going to see how far I can get into chapter 3 here. Look at that. Woo! So yeah, Dana is still trapped in the past. And if anyone, like, is confused, like, story-wise, I could try to tell you what the hell is going on, but I'm going to let most of it unfold. And a nice chunk is going to unfold for this ending. So let's start chapter 3. And then the next ending is going to be a huge chunk. And then finally the last chunk in ending D. And then start the extra endings, which are totally cool. Oh, man. Like, the extra endings are the best endings in the game. But I personally like ending D the best. Ending A is a happy ending. I'm not going to lie. It's a yay, yippee ending kind of thing. Alright, so we got a vase dropped on our head. And we died. All because of Eckerd. So let's go to the museum. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother picking up energy units. Because they're all going to be gone anyways. So, let's go to the Brom Museum. And go check on old Eckerd. Maybe tell him not to kill himself, because we don't know... Well, actually, at this point, we don't know that his wife and kid were stolen and killed way back when. And yes, that's a nice view of the... I don't know how he got up there to... Maybe he was on a really high roof and he just painted... I don't know how Carl did that. You know, Carl Franzen's probably... Well, I was going to say, he's probably one of the only talented Franzens in the group there. So yeah, now we're going to go talk to Eckerd, ask him about the alchemy book. He's going to give us an alchemy book. And now, in order to progress downstairs, we got to go look at least one picture. So, let's look at this one. Yes, the Squire's crest, yada yada yada. Anyways, we'll have to continue our journey in the next episode. I will see you later. Bye-bye.